So, over the past several months, there's been a lot of discussions and a lot of changes regarding immigration here in the United States. Well, ICE agents have been detaining and arresting thousands and thousands of people, many of which are illegal immigrants here in the United States, but some are U.S. citizens and migrants that are here and actually trying to stay, work, and do things legally. Here's the problem though. We are seeing a massive scare tactic coming from many of these ICE agents. Now, here's something that ICE just said. Look at this right here. It says ICE directed to pause immigration arrests at farms, hotels, and restaurants, according to multiple sources. President Trump himself said that he was going to change things because we were seeing a huge distraction where people were not going to restaurants, they weren't going to hotels, and then farm workers were not showing up to work. That was going to create a food crisis here in the US, where a lot of the food that we pull from the ground, if there's nobody there to farm it, there's nobody there to harvest it, it's going to go bad before it ever gets to the market. That's a concern. But ICE agents are warning people that they should be carrying around documentation. I want to show you something, because over the next several weeks, there's a major event happening right here in the United States. It has a lot of attention. It's the FIFA Club World Cup here in the US. It includes some US teams like Inter Miami. It includes LAFC, the Seattle Sounders. It also includes some big clubs like PSG, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, okay? Many others as well. But look at this right here. It says, ICE agents to be deployed at FIFA Club World Cup games, what to know. This came out just a few days ago. And when this came out, and I addressed it, and I talked about it a little bit, but when this came out, many people were freaking out. What does this mean? Am I going to get detained? And these aren't even people that are here in the United States illegally. These are people that are here illegally in the U.S. or born here, U.S. citizens. And they're still freaking out. Many people did not want to go to any of these games. First game was last night against Inter Miami and a team from Saudi Arabia, I believe. Okay? And it looked like it was pretty full. But earlier this week, many people didn't want to go. Even for the game tonight, the Seattle Sounders against whoever they play, I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends, don't want to go. A little bit concerned. Well, look what ICE says. ICE says Club World Cup attendees should carry proof of legal status, sparking concerns. It says the international soccer tournament kicks off in Florida. Non-American citizens attending have been told to carry proof of their legal status. It's not just non-American citizens, okay? Because ICE is profiling people. Okay? If you look like you're not from this country, then they're going to ask you. They will detain you, okay, for probable cause. Look at this right here, though. It says, the Trump administration's anti-immigrant crackdown is casting a pall over the FIFA Club World Cup soccer tournament kicking off in Florida this weekend. The Club World Cup is an international tournament that features some of the world's top professional soccer clubs. The United States is hosting it this year with the first game scheduled up for Saturday in Miami Gardens. It goes on to say, on Tuesday, U.S. Customs and Border Protection tweeted that it will be suited and booted and ready to provide security for the first round of games. It later deleted the tweet without explanation, and ICE told NBC News 6 in Miami that all non-American citizens will need to carry proof of their legal status. Now, when asked to clarify that comment, an ICE spokesperson told the Miami Herald, as is customary for an event of this magnitude with national security implications, ICE will be working alongside our Department of Homeland Security and Department of Justice partners to help ensure the safety and security of the event. Okay. Now, the concern, though, is the warning. Okay? Look at this. It says, it's as if the government is warning attendees to keep their freedom papers on hand to avoid harassment from Trump's immigration officials, whose crackdown has already ensnared American citizens and produced disturbing images like that of ICE agents chasing farm workers through a California field. I talked about this just a few days ago as well, that farm workers were seen running through the field, okay, being chased by trucks. They're running through the field trying to get away. People up on top of construction sites, up on top of new homes, sitting up on a roof, don't want to come down because they don't want to be harassed. Whether or not they're there legally or not, again, I don't know. But here's the reason why I bring this up. The Club World Cup is a massive event. Okay? It's going to, again, there's, I believe, 63 games here in the United States over the next several weeks. Okay? These games are going to be watched all around the world. And if we start to see ICE agents now in riots with the fans because ICE agents are trying to detain people because they don't have the right paperwork or something, it's going to create chaos. And it's going to be so much chaos, it's going to be shown on a global stage. Right now that we're already experiencing this just in the Los Angeles area is concerning. It's starting to spread to some bigger cities as well. But now the concern is this is going to happen alongside, and we were warned this just the other day, I talked about that this morning, is that we are now hearing from FBI agents or former special agents from the FBI that there's a concern that sleeper cells here in the United States could potentially attack us as a result of Israel and Iran going at each other. So at the same time that's happening, there's a concern that there's going to be riots and potentially protests. Remember the King's protest that happened yesterday? Yeah, there's still people ready to protest. It's not just a one and done thing. So there's a lot of concerns that these events are going to bring on a little more eyeballs, which means if people protest, their voices could actually be heard by more people, not just from the US, but from around the world. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but the one thing I just want to tell you is that ICE agents are warning non-American citizens to carry their proof of legal documentation that they are here in the United States legally, whether it's for a visit for one of these games or for something else. Make sure you carry proof. The concern, though, is what does this mean for American citizens? Even if you were born here in the United States or born abroad, but you are a U.S. citizen now, do you still need documentation? Based off what ICE is saying, the answer is no. But based off what lawyers are saying and experts, they're saying yes. Everybody should carry some documentation so that you are not harassed and detained for potentially the entire event that you already paid for. So I'll leave you with that, but that's what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.